Alright, so today I want to talk to you about economy of motion in your left hand. And to do this, we're going to go over a couple scales so you can practice this on your own. And the first scale we're going to go over, well, they're both G scales actually. So G scale in melodic style and also a G scale in single string style. And if you already know how to do a G scale, then this is going to be really easy for you. It's all about like shifting the focus of what you're practicing. Instead of just practicing the notes of the scale, you're actually going to be thinking about your left hand fingerings. So I'm going to do a melodic G scale first, just this one. And it's as simple as that, just one octave scale from the low G to the high G, the fifth string. And what you're going to think about is you're going to think about keeping your fingers as close to the strings, as close to the fretboard as you can. I'll do it one more time so you can see it. So you can see there's almost no movement in my left hand. I'm just hovering over the fret, over the string that I'm going to press next, and I'm pushing down gently on it. So do that when you're practicing the scales. Take 5 or 10 minutes out of your practice time just to practice that with melodic, and you can take it all the way up to wherever you want. You can do C scales, D scales. Just set that as one of your goals when you're practicing melodic style banjo, and that is going to help your left hand technique immensely. I just did a little improv to show you that you can actually start to improv when you do that too. Once you feel good about the scales, you can start to improvise and think about your left hand technique while you do that. And that's going to bleed over into your actual improvisation when you're playing with other people. Okay, so that's a melodic style way of doing it. And this next one is a single string way of doing it. And this is what I recommend you doing first, starting out with scales, then moving on to melodies, then to improvisation when you do the single string thing. So I'm just going to do a 3-note per string G scale, and I'm starting on this G right here on the 5th fret, 4th string, and I'm just going to go up the scale. If you're not familiar with the 3-note per string scale, it's something I learned from Jens Kruger, and you're just, it's as simply as putting 3 notes on each string that you're going up, all the way to the high D right here. And so you're just playing a G scale. And what you're doing is you're engaging the pinky on this. Since you're doing 3 notes per string, it's making you have to stretch a lot more than if you're to do this or this. So it's forcing you, and you're also like getting more of the fretboard. When you do this scale, you're covering a lot more length than you are right here. That's just 1 octave, and up here you can get up to the B, but in this scale you get from the 5th fret to the 12th fret. So if you're learning this scale, if you don't know the scale already, this is already going to help you a lot. And you're also not going to have to necessarily break bad habits that you've already formed. So to do this scale, it's these 3 frets, so 5, 7, and 9 on the 4th string, and then 5, 7, and 9 on the 3rd string, and then 7, 8, and 10 on the 2nd string, and 9, 10, and 12 on the 1st string. And really focus on keeping your fingers close to the frets, close to the strings when you're doing this. That's the whole purpose of this video and the whole purpose of this exercise. And then you can start to do patterns too. You can do thirds, so G to B, A, C. Okay, and once you feel good about that scale, then you can go on to doing melodies of songs. So take Forky Deer, for instance. I'm just taking a standard fiddle tune. You can do this with any fiddle tune, something that you know, melodic or whatever. You can learn a new song, but you're just taking the tune and kind of figuring out which patterns to use on the neck, so you can start to improvise around those patterns and know where the notes are, and that's going to help a lot with your improvisation. And you're thinking about the pinky, and you're thinking about being close to the neck the whole time. This is the whole point of this. And you start to improvise with it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it, and you're starting to practice this on a daily basis. It's really useful stuff, and it's stuff that Bela Fleck, Jens Kruger, Noel Piccioni, all these really advanced players, they all have this amazing economy of motion because they're playing really technical stuff. And it's going to help you be able to play that technical stuff faster or earlier on in your banjo career. And so you can subscribe to my channel. You're going to see a lot more videos like this, and also my performance videos, and follow me on Twitter at Dennis Sullivan, and on Facebook, and thanks a lot for watching.